Features of an exponential function. We have already done with this one of the question. This is my second question. So how to get the key features? For that, we just have to make the graph first. So we have to understand. Without graph also you can make it, but right now I'm just telling you everything with the help of the graph. Okay, so let's make a graph. So this is my exponential function, which is, wait a minute. Yeah. So y is equals to minus 2 raised to the power x. So minus is separated, which is in multiply basically, right? So now when we take the values, so we know that to make the graph, we should have some values of the input. And according to that, we will get the output. So this is my x, this is my y. This is always my input and the output is this one. Or we can write y as f of x also, right? Now when we take x as negative, let's say 3. So negative 3, because we know that we can't solve the negative power. So what we have to do, we have to reciprocate it, and it will be 1 over 8, negative 1 over 8, which is something negative 0.16, something like that. If we are putting negative 2, it will become this. So it will become 4, and 1 over 4 is 0.25, and with the negative, then minus 1 we have 1 upon 2, which is 0.5 with the negative sign. Then we have 0. 0 is always gives you 1, but because we have a minus sign, it will be minus 1. Then we have 1. So when we put 1, so it will be like this. So it will be minus 2. Then we have 2, it is minus 4. And then we have 3, it is minus 8. So if you will see, we are getting the negative values, and my values are less than 0 always. It can't be 0 because the output of the exponential function will never be 0. So because of that, what we have to do? We have to start from 0, and we know that they are all values are negative. So we have to go towards the left. Now we'll understand. So let's make the graph first. To make the graph, what we have to do, we have to put the values 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and so on. Negative 1, negative 2, negative 3, negative 4, negative 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. These are negative numbers, negative of y, right? Minus 1, minus 2, minus 3 till minus 8. Right. So this is minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, 1, 2, 3, and so on. Now we know that. What we have to know? We know that at minus 3, at x minus 3, my y is negative 0.6. So something here, right? Something here. This one. Let's take the black color to show you. So this is my first point, right? Then at negative 2, we have negative 0.5. Okay. So at negative 3, we have something negative 0.16, which is something here. Then we have at negative 2, we have negative 0.25, little more. Then at minus 1, we have negative 0.5. So negative 0. Let's say little here, right? And then we have 0 at, wait a minute, let me change the color. 0 at minus 1. So this one is at 0. Then we have at 1, it is minus 2. So here at 2, it is minus 4. And at 3, it's negative 8. So if you will see, my values is coming like this. And it's going towards the down part of the y, right? So you know that it's very clear. The graph, the output is getting lesser and lesser and lesser. So it's a decay. It's a, wait a minute. So it's a decaying graph, right? It's a decaying graph, and that decaying is just because of this minus sign, because of this I am getting the negative values, right? Now what are the key features? So we have to work out for the key features. So if you will work out for the domain, we know that what are the inputs that we can put, because we know that we can put any real number. So my domain is from negative infinity to infinity, right? Or how you will write, or x belongs to r, that is all real numbers. Then we will talk about the range. We know that my range starts from 0 to negative infinity. So it's because my value can't be 0, but it is less than 0. So if I'm writing 0, sorry, not 0, wait a minute. So if I will write my values as negative infinity to 0, this round bracket shows that 0 is not included. Less than 0, we have the values. Okay, though that's my range. Now, then we have the x asymptote. Please remember this thing. S asymptote means where the y is 0. We don't have any value where my output is 0. So there is no x asymptote. And when we'll talk about the y asymptotes are those values where x is 0. So where x is 0, my xy is 1. So it's 0 comma negative 1 is my interval, right? So that's my value. Use the square bracket to show the coordinate. But actually, it's a coordinate. So this is y asymptote, this is x asymptote. Now, please remember asymptotes we also called as intercepts also. Okay, so anyway, you can tell. Now, what is their end behavior? We know that my value is never positive. So if I'm taking x as infinity, this is my end behavior. If I'm going towards the greater value of x, means towards the positive, still my y is towards negative infinity. If I'm taking x as negative infinity, then also my y is minus infinity. Okay, so this is my end behavior, right? So that's that. Now, what is more there in the key features? Interval of increase and interval of decrease and rate of change. First of all, if we talk about the rate of change, now this is not required, so I'm rubbing it. Okay, I'm not rubbing all it because I have rate of change. Rate of change is delta y over delta x. Delta y means y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. You can choose any two values. So I'm taking this much of value, these two values. So my y2 is what? My y2 is this one and my y1 is this one. So any two consecutive values please take. So my y2 is this one and my y1 is this one. X2 is what? 2 and minus 1. So just solve it. Minus 4 plus 2, because minus 1 become minus 4 plus 2 will be 2 and 2 over 1 is 2. So my rate of change will be 2, right? Negative 2, sorry, negative 2, right? It's negative 2. Rate of change is this one. And then we'll talk about the last one is interval of increase and interval of decrease. So there is no interval of increase. So if you will talk about the interval of there is only interval of decrease, because the graph is not increase. The value of y is not interval of decrease is there, because my value is getting decreased. So we have to tell the value of x. So from negative infinity to infinity, my value is again getting decrease only. Okay, my output is getting decreased. So that's my interval, minus infinity to infinity. So that's it, simple, right? So thank you.